You talking to me?
Goonies never say die!
What's in the box?
Just what do you think you're doing there?
Well, hey there. Welcome to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac. Brazil loves me, Anderson.
I am Tyler. Brazil does not love me, King.
And this is a movie show where we talk about movie news.
Movie reviews.
And everything in between. Tyler, who does love you?
My mama.
Well, that's where you're wrong, because we have a confession to make. This is a movie show, and we're going to the movie news right now. I'm just kidding. Your mom, I told my mom, I'm like, I love you, and she said, oh, we're not there yet. So,
but she surely loves you as a friend.
yeah, she's like, I don't like labels, that's just, we got to get there, It's only been 24 years. But guys, speaking about only been 24 years, Dracula is apparently going to be a film on the screen from Blumhouse.
Didn't they already fail at this?
Yeah.
I thought Universal failed at this.
So, in case you don't know, the Universal monster movie universe was a big thing a couple years ago. They tried to start it. It was called the Dark Universe. Robert Orci's writing partner, Alex Kurtzman, was trying to head it. Tom Cruise was going to be the Mummy.
Well, let's pull it back even before that. They tried it with Dracula Untold. That failed. They said, we're going to restart it with the Mummy, and that failed too.
Yeah, it's like, what if Dracula was sexy? Like, that was kind of like, that's what
What
that
if Dracula was the good guy?
How about that's a no for that. But, Tyler, what do you think about this?
What if the Mummy was boring?
What if the Mummy really was really bad?
I'm down for it, I guess. It depends on who's going to play Dracula.
Okay, so we don't know who's going to play Dracula yet.
Bill Nighy should play Dracula.
Who's that?
Bill Nighy.
Oh, Bill Nighy? Why
Yeah.
are you saying his name like that?
That's his name.
Bill Nighy?
Bill Nighy.
Well, that's just incorrect.
How do you pronounce Bill Nighy's name?
Bill Nye, you...
Not Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill Nighy, the British guy.
Oh, we were on two completely separate pages right there. I wasn't aware of this man.
He's been in everything. He's been in every single. He's been all three of the ice cream. What's it called? With the
Ice Cream Killer, Ice Cream Man?
No, like Hot Fuzz, and he was.
The Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah, the Cornetto trilogy.
The ice cream thing.
Cornetto's ice cream.
Yeah,
But, like,
I know it is. But
he was Shaun of the Dead. He was a stepdad.
oh,
He's
yeah.
in everything.
Dang.
Bill Nighy.
I know who you're talking about now. That would be a good choice. I don't know who I would want to play this, but the person that is directing, I have their name over here. It's believe it's Karen Kusama, which I've never heard of. I don't think she's directed anything prominent, but they got her marked on for this, and it's a big deal. But what do you think about them not doing like a massive, big, like CGI, like that screw everything up kind of thing? What do you think about them doing something like The Invisible Man?
Something small and quaint.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Do you think it's a good decision?
I suppose. I guess they're kind of like back to the roots of Dracula.
Yeah, I mean, well, the biggest thing I was not looking forward to, because we see one of them big CGI clusters like every other week now, and it's just like dun 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 bum dun bum 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 bum.
During
All that stuff.
Sandstorm.
Yeah, just watch the Bloodshot trailer if you want to see what I'm talking about. But I think this is a pretty good step in the right direction. If you're going to do something like this, I think this is a pretty solid decision. And I think that Blumhouse has put out quality in the past. I really, really enjoy The Invisible Man. I was surprised how much I enjoyed The Invisible Man. And I don't know, I'm not too familiar with Kusama's directorial stuff, but I am very interested to see what they're going to do in this direction, and kind of like if they're going to try to make it something kind of informative and different, kind of like Invisible Man was. But any final thoughts on this, bud?
I'll probably watch it.
Probably watching it and watching it are two separate things. But guys, speaking about not watching it, Jamie Foxx is apparently going to play, or maybe not play, Spawn. Can you believe it? How far we've come as a society.
Are they still trying to make a Spawn movie?
They're still trying to spawn up a Spawn movie, man.
Well, they've been working on this for what, 20 years? 20?
Yeah, what was the last one? Like
1997, I think, 1997.
Oh, it was? It's been that long?
Yeah.
So, for the people that don't know, Tyler, who is Spawn?
It's a long story.
What's the short version?
Mercenary was sent to hell, promised he could have if he made a deal, he could come back and see his family again, but he comes back and he is like half dead. undead, and he's got a suit from hell, and he uses that to fight the devil and kill demons.
Okay, so that's
And
sounds
he
cool.
was created by Todd McFarlane. The only thing Todd McFarlane created out. That's why he looks like Venom.
Oh, because Todd McFarlane also created Venom.
Venom. Well, he didn't create Venom. He designed Venom, the black and white suit for him.
So it looks like he's like George Lucas. He just used that same idea over and over
and over and over again. And he said it was real big as collector's item because HBO had an animated series and it was real big. I mean, everybody who was into it had this whole collector action figure series, and he marketed himself, and they're like high quality, and he made millions off of it. And then he
Does he still own the film rights?
he still owns the film. It was an Image comic, but part of Image comic is they're all made by their independent creators as they published them, but everything's owned by the creators.
All right. Well, do you think this movie is going to spawn an audience?
I don't know. Spawn's heyday's gone, dude.
Okay. Well, what do you think about Jamie Foxx playing him?
Jamie Foxx's heyday's gone, dude.
Okay, so this is just not going to be
Not
feeling
good
it.
at all.
Yeah, I don't think Spawn's very relevant anymore. Is the biggest thing, but I mean, it feels kind of like we're digging out the bin, and it's like, what do we got? Well, we got this.
If this was 1992, he could probably pull in $500 million.
Probably, I don't know about that. I don't know if anything besides Titanic could win
$200 million. Like it was Spawn. I mean, everybody who's in comics was into Spawn.
Yeah, this feels like Pogs, the movie. Like, it feels like a little dated. You know what I mean?
Dated.
I don't know. Any final thoughts on this, buddy?
It's not going to pan out.
Okay, well, I think they'll pour the marketing to it. I really hope Jamie Foxx is attached, that this is played up as fun. I kind of go iffy on Jamie Foxx's acting. I do think he's a good actor, but
I don't. I think everything he's had good acting in. He was lucky.
yeah, but who knows? I'm interested. Doesn't mean I'm into
I
it.
still don't know how he got Academy Award. The man lucked out.
Oh yeah, he didn't get an Academy Award?
He got an Academy
Yeah,
Award.
but see, he has an Academy Award. Yeah.
Yeah, for Ray Charles.
Ray
but-
Charles, yeah, absolutely. But speaking about Ray Charles, Sea Fever just come out with a trailer. And if you don't know what Sea Fever is, it's a movie.
It's a romance story about mermaids.
It is not a romance story about mermaids. So, Tyler, you watched the Sea Fever trailer, didn't you?
Yes.
What is the Sea Fever about, according to the trailer?
Well, it was not about. It was
not about what you
mermaid.
thought it was.
It sure was, and I got excited. I'm like, ooh, I like mermaids.
Okay.
They're very
Just
attractive
watch The
ladies.
Lighthouse, man.
Yeah, the lighthouse, but it was like the lighthouse, but everything you wanted to see. But yeah,
You're a
apparently
sick man.
It looks like that movie that came out a few years ago called The Cave. That bomb movie called The Cave, where they found a disease in a cave. And it's crazy mutants that are attacking people.
And then it turned into what we see now.
Yeah, so like I think this is the same
got
thing
Tom
but
Hanks.
underwater. What if the disease? What if the coronavirus is in the water? Like
It was like manifested itself into a being. But yeah, in case you actually don't know what this movie is, it's these people on a ship in Ireland or something, and they get attacked by aliens from under the water, and it starts invading their ship, and it's kind of like The Thing meets Alien. They're even eating dinner around the table just like an alien, and they have the thing like we have to test each other to make sure we're not the aliens thing from The Thing. So it's kind of combining those things. What did you think of this trailer?
it looks like it's going to be at the Alamo Drafthouse premiere.
It is actually Fantastic Fest.
Well,
the
it
Alamo
is.
Drafthouse,
It is. Oh my gosh, because it looks so low
Fantastic Fest is
budget.
owned by Alamo Drafthouse too.
It looks so low budget. I bet it's like it's got to be the Alamo Drafthouse premiere.
Yeah, I'm sure Alamo Drafthouse is definitely going to be playing this. But as far as the trailer, I don't know if I'm sold on this trailer though. I mean, it's more so the concept and the screenplay thing that I'm not really sold on, because how many Alien ripoffs and how many ripoffs of The Thing can we have for real? Like, if you combine the two, earlier this year we had Underwater. Last year we had, 2 years ago we had Life. How many more of these can we do without it just being like, oh, goodness, I wish we would just get it done already. Like, please, come up with something original. And granted, pretty much there's always a big thing where people say underwater movies suck or they sink. It's more appropriate.
I don't know. I thought The Abyss was pretty appropriate. I thought it was
Well, I mean, The Abyss is pretty great, but that was back in the 80s. But they say, well, Abyss was also probably one of the worst movies ever to film because it was like a nightmare.
No, sorry, it was because James Cameron was behind the helm. That's what was the
James
nightmare.
Cameron was behind the helm. If you've never pulled that up, I highly
now,
recommend
drown yourself and let me get it on camera.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're going to put this water in your helmet, and you're just going to have to breathe it in, and we're going to do 12 takes, and we're not even going to be filming the last couple.
I'm going to shoot you in the leg right now, and we're going to film this, and it's going to be so realistic, I'm going to get another award for it. Because
Yeah.
James Cameron doesn't do what James Cameron does
That's right. Okay, we don't want to get caught up on James Cameron, but that's a whole interesting story too. The guy sat in a big pot of water for 16 hours on end.
The whole thing, making of the film could be a film in itself.
And it is. It's a documentary on the DVD.
It is a documentary.
And it's more interesting than the movie. But this trailer, I don't know if I'm completely sold on this. I most likely will check it out when it comes out. It's probably going to be at the Alamo Drafthouse, and you all know me. I love the Alamo Drafthouse. But any final thoughts on this trailer before we go on?
If it's at the Alamo Drafthouse, I'm certainly not going to watch it.
Well, that's where Tyler's just wrong.
I don't like stepping foot in that with those blue-haired weirdos.
Well, those are my bread and butter peoples. I guess I don't like that. And they're smooth as butter out of the fridge. Actually, butter from the fridge is not smooth.
Yeah, so. Yes. Did you say people?
Yes.
You
so,
know,
we should get off this right now.
They don't identify as people. Some of them are animal kin, sir.
Okay, well, how about we not do this
anymore? You are a bigot.
There we go. So, thank you guys so much for watching so far. Real quick, BBC Short Take. It is time to talk about something important. And that something important is Roberto Orci is apparently going to direct a Spider-Man movie. Spoiler alert, it's going to suck. Tyler, I think we should probably establish who Roberto Orci is real quick. Do you know who Roberto Orci is?
Roberto Orci, is he Italian?
Roberto Orci, I think he's Spanish, okay? So how about we get with the times, Skippy?
Sorry.
Okay? Roberto Orci is half of the writing partner of Orci and Kurtzman, who wrote classics like Star Trek Into Darkness, and Alex Kurtzman directed The Mummy, and they also wrote The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. So quality filmmaking right there, guys.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Those movies that had potential, but they had bad directors. Except for the second one, that was just.
They had bad writing.
A good director could have thrown that into place.
A good director in Star Trek Into Darkness. I mean, J.J. Abrams knows how to make a film, but my goodness, the writing is just abysmal. Like, and these guys are known for like their hack screenplays. And The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Have you ever watched The Amazing Spider-Man 2?
I did.
How much of a cluster is that?
It's pretty bad, I gotta admit, but everybody did bad in that movie. Everybody was bad.
It's just a terrible decision in and of itself.
The directing was bad. The cinematography was bad. The lighting was bad. The acting was bad. That was one of Jamie Foxx's worst performance. I don't think he's a good actor.
Wait until Spawn, man. we don't count their.
Don't you know that I'm not going to be Spawn?
I don't know. I'm kind of the other end. But what do you think of this, Tyler?
Don't you know I'm Electro? No.
Don't you know I'm Electro? You want to see the return of Electro? And he forgot his second birthday?
I don't want to remember that movie.
I'm getting frustrated just thinking about
garbage.
This
It was garbage. Like this might end up being garbage too. Now I think about it.
Might wind up ending
garbage.
Might wind up being garbage.
Get Sam Raimi to do it again. Here's like give
He's
Sam.
busy doing Doctor Strange, man.
And then when he's done, put him on this. Hold this back and throw him on this, man. Have him.
I'm
fix
actually
it.
for that. I think that's really good. We want that. I need to find my sound effect.
Or get what's his name? Cosmatos. What's his name?
Panos Cosmatos. No way he's stepping foot on this, man.
I would. You'd watch that movie.
I would watch this. Spider-Man
I would watch the mess out of that movie.
It would just watch Mary Jane get murdered brutally, and then Spider-Man goes on a bloody rampage with a chainsaw at the very end. I would. Hey, actually, that makes me want to watch this.
I really want to see that.
Andrew's doing the little monkey with the cymbals thing right now. Yeah, there we go. So, Roberto Orci, I'm not excited for this man to direct anything. I don't think he can even direct people to their seats in the theater, to be honest.
He probably couldn't.
But I don't know. It's also Sony's attached to this, I assume, because I think he's got a thing with Sony. But who knows? I'm sure he's a nice fella. I don't like his filmmaking decisions.
Maybe Marvel, maybe Kevin Feige can salvage this.
Maybe so. But maybe Bob Iger, and when he's trying to fix Disney Plus while he's retired, whatever. But any final thoughts on these before we go on, buddy?
I think we said the same thing about the other Spider-Man would suck, and it was an okay film.
Yeah, but I mean that was Marvel behind the helm.
I think is it Marvel involved in this?
Oh no!
Like what happened? I thought they got back the rights back.
I think so too. I think this is like a spin-off thing. It's gonna be like an Into the Spider-Verse kind of thing. Yeah, this to make a Spider-Man film, not in the canon, but like it's a different thing. We don't know yet. It's a whole thing.
Well, okay, so this Spider-Man film is not going to be like Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be its own thing. He's going to make his own Spider-Man.
Oh no, they're doing the Joker.
Whatever. Guys, are you confused as I am? You can leave a comment at facebook.com/Studio67NCC or consult your doctor. Thank you guys so much for watching so far. I really do appreciate it. When we come back, Onward, it's a movie, and we're going to review it. Stay with us.
When it comes to culinary arts, Nash Community College is here to turn your burning passion for food into a career. Our chefs, with over 70 years of highly qualified industry experience, are here to point you in the right direction, teaching and handing down classical culinary techniques that will improve your skills and help you cut your way into the food industry. Gain invaluable experience, vital to cooking and preparing delicious food, served in a personal and creative environment. To learn more about the culinary arts program, visit nashcc.edu.
Whoa! Guys, welcome back to Big Big Cinema. My name is Isaac. South America loves me, Anderson.
I am Tyler. Does anybody remember Tom Green King?
The answer is no. Guys, sometimes you get depressed, sometimes you want to go to sleep, and sometimes you're afraid of horrible diseases affecting your favorite actors like Tom Hanks. But we're not going to be talking about that today because we're moving
Socialism.
onward. We'll leave that out of this one.
So what's the movie we're going to talk about today?
What is it about, Tyler?
Which one?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
The Pixar movie. Oh, yeah.
And so Onward. What do you think of Onward? To tell everybody what Onward's about.
It is like a fantasy adventure put in modern times.
Okay, so specifically, it
brother journeys.
Yeah, so it's a magical world with elves and like all these kinds of things, but they start kind of getting lazy with all the modern technology that's getting made. So
and
it's a fantasy
forget
world.
The magic.
Yeah, and they forget the magic, and now it's basically our world and how they become kind of complacent and like all the magic's kind of gone. And it follows two brothers. Can we put up a photo of these two brothers? Does these guys look familiar at all? Just look at Tyler and I and look at these guys real quick. Like just look at these guys, not those guys. These guys. Well, I do hear I look like this guy a lot, but I mean he's got like $1 billion now. So
yeah, he does like he's 16. Y'all both look
doesn't that kind of look like us in elf animated form? Do you think
really.
that too, or is it just me?
I look more like John Ratzenberger than I do like that guy.
Okay, I look more like an injured eagle than this guy too. So, Tyler, what did you think about Onward?
It was passable.
Passable. Okay.
Yeah, it was passable.
Okay, well, all dice, no cigar?
And not the best Pixar's made, but certainly not the worst.
Okay. I liked this film a lot. I thought this was a really solid movie. I did not think it was bad. I thought it was, it hit all the beats, and I don't know what else to really say about it, like positive-wise, because I mean, going into a Pixar movie, you kind of know what you're going to get. Like I said before, I think it's like going to an AC/DC concert. Like you've heard this set and you've heard these chords and you've heard these songs before, but it's done so well that you give it a pass. So, I mean, is that kind of where your head's at too? Like,
well, Pixar works on a basic function. It's like, what if cars had feelings? What if toys had feelings? What if
elves had feelings?
Elf has feelings. So this is what if elf had feelings.
Well, like the whole point of the movie is like these two elf brothers find a magic wand that their late dad left them, and it can bring their dad back for a day, but he only gets as far as his legs, and they had to find the crystal magic crystal that's going to finish it, so they can speak to him before the day ends. So you have that element to it. You know it's going to be a solid experience when it's Pixar and everything too. But I really did like. I think we should talk about specific parts. I really like the world that it's set in too, because it's so different. It had a commentary on kind of how we look at life today.
It was intricate too.
Yeah, it was really intricate. Like it showed like how everything started and like the creation of the light bulb and how they kind of wove our world into this fantasy world. It made sense too, and how they've kind of come kind of complacent and kind of like lazy and dependent.
Because they're seeing amazing things and they just didn't care.
Yeah,
I believe there was a part where there was unicorns eating out the trash.
Yeah, so unicorns are like angry
pests.
Raccoons in this.
They're like pests.
They're like pests, and the fairies are like bikers. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things, and they have like the big what was the monster called that like ran the diner?
Manicore.
A Manicore, yeah. The Manicore was one of my favorite parts, and it's a really cool world.
It went from being like a feared, powerful creature to a waitress.
Yeah, that was a fun
waitress.
scene too, and the mascot rips the head off the mascot. That's in the trailer. So another thing I really liked was the animation. Pixar really kind of stepped up their game with the animation recently, and even though, as you can see, this is obviously very stylized, I really thought that this had a level of detail in it that is not seen in a whole lot of animated movies.
So would you say that they did this better than Netflix did with Bright?
I would say this is like Bright if it was good.
If it was good, yes, this was Bright if it was
I
good.
didn't even make this comparison until now.
Bright, they're almost the same movie.
This is like if they unsuckified Bright. Like, this is brighter, too bright, too furious, if you will.
Too bright, too blinding.
Too bright, too bright, too terrible is what it is.
Horrible.
We don't need. We're the first people to talk about Bright in 3 years. Can you believe that?
It's amazing, don't you? I think Netflix talking about it. Like, we're gonna make another one, and it has not. It's not even. They even put in the production yet.
Let's just say the future.
It's not
so
too bright.
I'm glad we were on the same page with that. But okay, so I did enjoy the relationship between the brothers and everything, because the older brother, he's kind of like, he's still at home. He's kind of like in his late 20s. He's kind of like the chill dude that listens to metal music and has a van. His little brother's like a little skinny, awkward kid. I couldn't relate. And the little kid's never had his father, and it's played by Tom Holland.
And it really gets me too. He's like into like Dungeons and Dragons-esque stuff, which is, it was like, they live in a world that has that, but he plays it like for fun.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting too, because it's not around anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically just like he lives through that world because he wants it to be existing. He's like so into that old lore.
It's like LARPing, but real.
Yeah, it's like real life LARPing. It's like living. If you will. But I liked all that. I liked the character interaction. I liked the plot points and everything. I thought it was a really fun and interesting plot device. That the dad was only like the legs for a good portion of the movie, and they did some fun stuff with that. And everything really flowed together really well. This is if you want to go see a movie with your kids or just have a good experience and watch a movie that's like Bright but better, I'd recommend this movie for sure. I'm going to give this movie 8 out of 10.
I'm going to 7.9 out of 10.
7.9 out of 10, just to be different?
Just to be different.
Okay, well, I'll accept it. I'll accept it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next week, we're going to be watching Bloodshot. I'm excited.
A failed comic book cinematic universe.
Well, we are going to find out if, what's his name?
Vin Diesel.
Skim Beeble?
Skim Beeble. What's it? Skim Beeble.
We're going to see Vin Diesel grimace his way through the whole movie. It sounds like a blender that's malfunctioning. Yeah, if Vin Diesel speaks so loud, cats start going around thinking it's a cat opener, like can opener.
I am Groot.
Okay. That's enough of that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Isaac. South America loves me.
I am Tyler. No one loves me, Keen.
Stay lovely. Have a good weekend. My last name is Anderson.